Natasha, I have a question for you to start. Obviously, this was a battle between the top two teams of the league, but anytime you play the number one team, it's kind of a measuring stick opportunity. Just how do you think you guys fared today?
I think we had a good first half where we competed. We played defense. We got back. We moved the ball side to side, and then it is the tail of the second half for us where we get stagnant. They ran the ball back down at us in transition defense. We didn't get back. We didn't stop the ball early. And then we just kind of get to go on our own island. So that's the challenge for us is in that second half to figure out, right, like we got them to call the first time out. That's a goal. But after that first time out, then there was just a downshift from us. So that's on us to be better. But overall, we know we're right here. We have everything that we need in our locker room. That belief doesn't change. And we're going to continue to get better. So today sucks. We take an L, but we're on the road. We got 3 and 7. 13 more in August, so we're really just focused on getting better.
Just a quick follow-up. When you say you guys took a downshift, do you think that was more of like a mental, internal thing, or was it something that Minnesota did?
If I could tell you, we would have fixed it by now in the second half, so yeah.
And then, Sandy, turnovers have been an issue for the last few games. Today you guys had another lot of turnovers. I guess, what do you think? Is it more like what the team is doing, or is it more self-inflicted?
Look, it's a bit of both. I give Minnesota credit. We didn't make them feel uncomfortable, and they made us feel really uncomfortable. And we lacked a little bit of discipline and how we wanted to run it. And we weren't on our front foot. We some of the passes we threw, no one was open, especially into the. I don't know what we're looking at. I think we were just a little bit rattled. We got to settle them down. I've got to do a better job of settling them down there. And because usually against this team in the last game we didn't have many turnovers, but we gave them offensive rebounds, and that was another area that has been hurting us. And we've got to be better. So, like I said, Minnesota just right now have played a little harder, and more intentional than we did today.
Sandy, I'm just curious what you thought the Lynx did to target Emma in particular. It just seemed in the first half she was very hesitant. Then she found her way in the third, and then, they seemed to just really disrupt everything she was trying to do.
Yeah, look, I think they disrupted. It wasn't just Emma. I think they disrupted all of us. They were three-quarter fronting and they were denying it and they were blowing up action. They did a good job of getting through screens. They started switching. We were trying to pass it to the mismatch where we didn't see the weak side rotations. They were just sitting in the paint. So I think we just got narrow focus where we got to make sure we're reading defences better. Emma's a smart player. She'll bounce back from this. With we didn't create enough space for her. There was 2 people on her, or we're trying to shoot over a big player. That wasn't the best option.
And JJ, why do you think it was such a struggle for the team to get you the ball in more advantageous places?
I think Sandy just said it. I think Minnesota just, like historically, like when we played them, even last year, they do a really good job of just congesting the paint, making us make that skip pass. And I think tonight I don't think we made the skip pass maybe 2 times. And we tried to force it in the paint, and I think that's why we had so many turnovers. So I think they do a good job as a team to really just congest everything, and we'll learn from it and watch film and get better.
Tosh, wanted to come back to you. It seemed like offensively you were able to find a little bit of a rhythm. Considering there have been a lot of changes with rotations and lineups and everything, where would you say you sit right now with your game and the team, and what are you focused on contributing like you did tonight?
I think first and foremost, my hat is hung on the defensive end. I'm one of our primary guards on the perimeter, so for me, Courtney is my assignment tonight, and to make things hard. Courtney's a hell of a player, but to try to tire her out as much as possible, make her shoot contested jump shots, and then on the other end, I think a lot of this is pushing pace. I'm getting a lot of my points in transition or off of kickouts right now, which is fine, being ready to shoot when those opportunities come. But I think I can do a better job of facilitating and putting us in offenses, realizing when JJ hasn't gotten touches, realizing when Emma hasn't touched the ball, or easier ways to get Sav the ball with how they're playing her right now. I think I can be better for us in those aspects. But yeah, I'm just trying to, no matter who we have in, that's not an excuse. We still have, and we play a way of basketball that is positionless, and that players should be able to fill in. We just have to be more intentional about what those actions are. Thank you.
Hey, Tosh. you talk about pace a lot, and before you guys were able to settle in, Minnesota was looking to push and push off of misses, and you guys were able to settle them down. I think Izzy crashing the glass helped a lot with that too. What do you see from other teams when they're trying to get you on your back foot, knowing that they don't want to see that half-court defense?
Yeah, I think a lot of teams do the same. I think they try to push it at us in transition defense. I think right now people really are trying to test our toughness, and that's what I'm excited to see is the response from this team about our toughness, because I don't know about y'all, but no one's going to continue to bitch us, and that's in like the most respectful way of like we have to show up, and if someone throws the first punch, we got to be able to counterpunch that, and that's what I'm looking for. Sorry, I know we cussing, I have an Aussie to the left of me, but yeah, we need to show up in the toughness aspect.
Hello, sorry it didn't go your way today. Thanks for taking the time. My question will be for Jonquel. Beyond better health, what do you think Minnesota has at this point that this group is missing at this point in time?
What Minnesota has that we're missing?
Yes, at this time.
Yeah, I'm not answering that.
We got everything we need.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Appreciate your time and insight.
This question is for Coach. Coach, if you include the finals, this is Kayla McBride's 5th straight game of 18 points. What do you think has allowed Kayla McBride to just find some success?
I mean, she's a great shooter. That's for sure. How she comes off those pick and rolls and can turn her feet and shoot right behind it. You know, she's confident. She knows what she does best, and you know, to put her in a playmaking role too. She was a hard guard for us today.
Coach, you play again on the 16th. What would you like to see done differently in regards of turnovers?
Yeah, look, it really just comes with, I think, mindset and our effort and our togetherness. We got to do that. We're going to face adversity. We can't let a team come in and play harder than us on our home court. Definitely, I think we could have controlled a few more things, and Minnesota took us out of a few more things. But then it's just tidying up what we need to do to be better in the next game.
Hi, everybody. For Sandy. In the first half, you guys were able to get a lot of driving lanes to the basket and get to the rim, but in the second, those sort of really dried up. As you sort of get ready for the road, how do you sort of want to see the offense try to regain and get those shots back at the rim again? Yeah, they're flushing us off the line, but then their rotations were on point. They're up and in of us. So we've got to get more aggressive on the reversal and attacking closeouts. I didn't think we did that as well as we did in game one. And that comes down to our spacing as well, too, and being really intentional with our movement off the ball. I just think we got narrow focus. We didn't, we didn't have the spacing or the cutting that to obviously change how we wanted to attack them. So, it's an opportunity for us to be better. The good thing is we get to play them again soon, and we can learn from the mistakes we made today. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.